In this week's podcast, ahead of my Manifesting Love and Money in 2023 online event on January 8th, we're going to be talking about how to manifest more love and abundance in 2023. Welcome to the Mainly Moonology podcast. I'm your host, Yasmin Boland, an award-winning astrologer and the Sunday Times best-selling author of books including Moonology and creator of the Moonology Oracle cards. My intention for this podcast is to help you understand how you can create your dream life using mainly Moonology, the moon, as your guide. So today we're going to talk about how to manifest more love and abundance in your life using the power of your thoughts and intentions. Now, I've started the year with this subject for two reasons. The first is, it's the beginning of January of a new year. And, at this time of the year, we all start to think about what we want to manifest in our lives. Now, I'm just going to give you a big caveat before we begin. You can't affect other people. You can't influence other people. You can't meddle with other people's free will. You mustn't meddle with other people's free will, okay? So especially when we're talking about love, I want you to stay open to the idea of being loving, feeling lovable, and being loved, rather than directing your thoughts at anyone in particular, unless, of course, you're already in a committed relationship and you want to work on increasing the love between you and your partner. Again, giving them free will as you go along. And the other reason why I wanted to talk about this is because I'll be doing a free online event which will go much, much deeper, all about manifesting love and abundance, especially using astrology and moonology, on January the 8th. And that's free to anyone, free in inverted commas, to anyone who has bought a copy of my Moonology diary. It's not too late to buy one, and has registered it. This is the important bit, registered it at moonologydiary.com. That is the only way to get a ticket to the event. So first, let's define what we mean by manifesting. Manifesting is a word that has become more and more popular in the past few years. I actually know people who don't like the word. They say they prefer to talk about creating their reality or co-creating their reality, or other words. I like manifesting, not least because it starts with an M and I'm all about moon manifesting. But overall, manifesting is the process of bringing something into your reality through the power of your thoughts, beliefs, and actions, okay? Manifesting is the process of bringing something into your reality through the power of your thoughts, beliefs, and actions. So another way to put it would be, it's about using the law of attraction to attract what you want into your life. I would also go a bit further than that, though, and say it's about using all the laws of the universe to attract whatever it is that you want to bring into your life, okay? But let's just start with the law of attraction. And again, I can go deeper in the workshop on January 8th. So the first thing that you need to do when it comes to creating or co-creating or manifesting more love and abundance in your life in 2023 is to get really clear on what you want. That is just step number one. It's like you can't get what you want until you know what you want. And sometimes it's going to take a big crisis to help you know what you want. And in a way, you have to be grateful to that crisis for helping you to see what you want. Okay, so what would that look like for you? Because you're going to want to do some visualization. So what would the love that you want or the abundance that you want physically look like for you? What would it look like in the world? So take some time to really think about it. You want to be as specific as you can. Do you want more love in your relationships? Do you want more financial freedom? What would financial freedom mean to you? What does abundance look like to you? Literally, what would you do with that money? You need to get a clear idea and a clear picture. The picture is really important of what you want, and then you can start to take action to manifest it, to bring it into reality. So one really important thing in manifesting is your mindset. You need to have the right mindset because it's your thoughts and your beliefs that shape what you attract into your life. Okay, so it's a bit like, if someone is, let's say, they're doing affirmations about, oh, my life is so abundant, I drift through life with confidence and ease, or I thrive in life with confidence and ease, money comes so easily to me. If they're saying all that, well, actually, I'm saying that, and I've always actually felt that money, touch wood, money comes easily to me. I felt that since I was at university. I remember looking at my bank account thinking, is someone putting money in my account? I felt like I had more money than I expected. So I'm just lucky in that sense. It's probably in my astrology chart. But I have a friend who shall remain nameless, who a few years ago was kind of going through a really rough time financially, and she was doing all her affirmations, but the thing was she didn't really believe them. Her mindset was not where it needed to be. So she was actually paying lip service to having a financially abundant life while secretly just expecting for everything to go wrong, expecting that she wouldn't be able to afford to pay her rent, her mortgage actually, expecting that she might even have to sell the house because she was worried about where she was. So you're just counteracting your manifesting when your mindset is stuck on the negative. It's so important to focus on positive, empowering thoughts. And where you have negative thoughts, that doesn't mean you just ignore them. Okay, it means you work through them. It means letting go of limiting beliefs and negative self-talk. Process what you need to, process your fears. And instead of focusing on your fears, you can start to focus on what you believe to be possible and what you actually want. And then we have the law of inspired action. Yes, that is a universal law. It's the law of taking inspired action. People get it wrong. They think that manifesting is just about thinking positive thoughts, but it's a lot more than that. It's also about taking inspired action or action that is aligned with whatever it is you want to manifest, whatever it is you want to, whichever desire it is you want to bring to fruition. So taking aligned action, this can mean lots of different things. For one thing, it might mean, say if you're in a relationship slump at the moment with your partner, or you're angry with your partner, that's probably a better example, and you just want everything to be happy and wonderful again. Aligned action is not being a nitpicker and causing arguments, or when problems come up, it's not losing your cool. And of course we're all human, we have feelings, but at some point you need to also take aligned action. So just say, for example, if it really annoys you really annoys your partner when you don't take out the rubbish, say, just for a wild example, and the best thing, aligned action in finding harmonious peace with your partner in your relationship, would be to start taking out the rubbish bin. If that's in your relationship, I'm not saying you should take out the rubbish or they should take out the rubbish, but do you know what I mean? It's just an example. So it's really important to take aligned actions that are going to help you bring your desires to fruition. It's also about things like setting goals and taking small steps towards whatever it is you want to manifest. Seeking out opportunities that align with your intentions. So, if you see a chance to make some money and abundance is on your wish list for the coming year, take that opportunity. And also, it's very, very important to be patient and to stay focused on your goals. This is a big mistake people make. We've all heard about quantum leaping, and I feel like I've done a bit of quantum leaping in my time, forwards and backwards, for better and worse. It's really important to understand that really with manifesting, most of the time, it's going to be a step-by-step process, and you do need to stay patient and you do need to stay focused. Manifesting takes time, not least because often it actually requires a shift in your beliefs and a shift in your habits. Okay, and that doesn't happen overnight. So it's important to stay consistent and aligned, and doing a daily practice like a gratitude practice every day or a chanting practice every day where you set the intention to, find new financial opportunities or improve your love life or whatever. It's important to be consistent and not to get discouraged if you don't see results either way. Another way of saying that is trust the process. Trust that the universe is working behind the scenes to bring you what you need, and continue to stay in alignment with your goals and continue to take that inspired action. Okay, because manifesting is really a super powerful tool, and it really can bring you more love and abundance. And by getting clear on what you want, by shifting your mindset, by taking inspired action and staying focused, you really can start to manifest the life you desire. Now, in my free online event, Manifesting Love and Money in 2023, I'm going to go more into how to use astrology and moonology in alignment with the law of attraction and manifesting, because every day, every week, every month, every year provides us with opportunities to really tap into whatever it is we want to achieve. For example, one thing you might know if you've been listening to me for a while is that every full moon we do a big release work. We do a lot of release work, and people always think about manifesting as setting intentions and setting goals and doing new moon wishes and all that. But it's also about offering things up to the universe and just saying, universe, whatever you want for me is what I want for me, and trying to let go. And I know that's really hard when you really, really want something. A really good example is when you're wanting to buy a house. So often people, when they're on the journey of finding a house or even renting a place, you find somewhere and you think, oh my God, it's the perfect place. It's the perfect place. And you don't get it for whatever reason, and then something better comes up. That's happened to me, actually. It happened to me in Sydney quite a few years ago when we were looking to buy a family home, and we found this place and I was in love with it. And it didn't work out, and I offered it up to the divine. It didn't work out, and I was like, okay. And then we found somewhere else to rent in the meantime, and we ended up buying that, and we ended up making a really good amount of money on that place, and we were very happy there, and it was absolutely wonderful. So sometimes you just have to hand it over to the divine. And for example, doing things like that at the full moon will really help. And then of course there is the new moon, which is the time to manifest. I think we all know that, but I will go into it in a little bit more detail in the workshop. And also, something I'm going to cover in the workshop is a little thing called planetary hours. Now, if you've never worked with planetary hours, it's a really old astrological technique, which is amazing when you're really trying to stay in alignment with your goals. And it gives you a little bit of an idea every day, the best time to do some manifestation work, just to sit down and, do your visualizations, do your affirmations. And then, of course, you want to take them with you throughout the day. But, don't forget, manifestation is not just about setting intentions and visualizing your desires. It's not just about taking action. It's also about finding the right time. And astrology and moonology can really, really help you do that. So just to summarize what I've been saying today, whatever it is that you want for yourself in the year ahead, probably the most important thing to do as a start is to shift your mindset and to believe that you are worthy of whatever it is that you want. Feeling that you're worthy is the flip side of feeling unworthy or self-doubt, okay? And it's what you feel you're worthy of. What you feel you're worthy of is what you will attract, which is why people, everybody, let me just quickly flip to a slightly random thing, but the planet Jupiter, all right, the planet Jupiter in our charts and in the skies, it's about two things really in particular, or three, let's say optimism, confidence, and success. So it's no accident that the planet of confidence is also the planet of success. And if you bring that back to self-esteem, It's about believing in yourself and believing you are worthy of whatever it is that you want to achieve. So as I said, please join me for my January 8th free, in inverted commas, online event. And if you can't make the live, don't worry, we'll send you a replay. It's going to be at midday UK time. And the way to get a ticket, the only way to get a ticket is to buy a copy of my Moonology Diary 2023 and register it at moonologydiary.com. You'll also get loads of other really great bonuses, but at the moment I think the biggest thing is going to be this workshop, helping people to get in alignment with their goals for the year ahead. Thanks for listening. I hope you enjoyed this week's episode of the Mainly Moonology podcast. If you'd like to stay updated with the moon and moonology and astrology and all the other things we cover, be sure to subscribe to the podcast via Apple Podcasts or Spotify. You'll be notified whenever a new episode is up. Also, it would mean a lot to me and my team if you could leave us a glowing 5-star review on your podcast platform of choice, please. That actually helps more people find us too, which spreads the love and surely also brings you amazing karma for taking a moment to help us out and to help other people find the podcast. Have a great week, and I hope to speak to you next week. Lots of love.